One of the tools that we have for working with the gravity-fed systems is the trace out tool. With the trace out, I'll select that tool. It's going to ask me which layers I want to work with. I'm going to scan down and choose my sanitary mains. And from here, if I come to that end point where the building is and where all of the lines converge, if I hover over that point, I get a little box that pops up. I'll left click. This is going to give me three options. I can trace out the lines upstream, downstream, or just in any direction. For these, I'm going to go upstream. And then left click. It's going to create again a layer trace out report. And OK. And as you can see, all of the lines have a blue line on top of them now. If I come into my layer settings, I can see that trace out report. I can click on the line column and thicken that up just a little bit, just to make it a little easier to see. As you can see now, I thickened it up quite a bit. And if we go out to a max view, we can see all lines are now highlighted. What this means is that all lines are connected properly and have the correct direction of flow on them. If we zoomed out and any of these lines did not have the blue line going over them, they were not traced out, it either means that the lines are not connected, or, as I said, the direction of flow is facing in the wrong direction. With this, we can also use this to point out problems or try to help avoid problems. One example of this would be is if you're putting in a new line extension. I will go turn off that trace out report so we don't have the blue lines on top of everything now. And if I zoom into an area that we may put in a potential line extension, we may run a sanitary line and connect to the end of the line here. One test we may do before we even start is to determine the path that if we tie into this line, what path is it going to take? So we can use the trace tool, and it's going to remember that last time we did sanitary mains, so we're just going to leave it there and hit OK. I'm going to hover over the end of that line again, get the little box to pop up, left click, and this time we're going to choose downstream. And then OK. Trace out report again is fine. As you can see, we have the blue line, but not everything turned blue this time. We can come again to the line column within the layer settings. I'm going to kick that up to about 8 pixels again so we can really see it well. Now if we hit max view to go to the full town view, we see the one line. So if we tie into this line right here, this is the path it's going to take to get to the pump house. What this can help us determine is if we already have an intersection. For example, that we have a manhole that overflows or fills up and has issues from time to time, we know that by tying into that line to the north of here is going to add a little more burden to this point if it's already struggling. So that can help you kind of know that we're either going to have to fix something down here, replace something, or run the line in a different direction so that it follows a different path.
We hope you found this training session beneficial and to your liking. If you have further questions, please contact us at 888-225-5984 or email us at support@wthgis.com.